You love watching HET and DWTS. You tolerate SYTYCD, TAR, and ANTM. Now get ready for America's next great reality TV competition, PWCKJT. We don't know what it stands for or even what you have to do to win it. Dancing, singing, baking beats us. We only know you'll love it. PWCKJT. Tonight on CBS after NCIS and CSI.
Give me a liter of cola.
A what?
A liter of cola.
Liter of cola? Do we make liter of cola?
Will you just order a large farva? I don't want a large farva. I want a liter of cola.
I don't know what that is.
Liter is French for give me some cola before I break my...
All right, relax.
Hey y'all, we're Kinfo, and you're listening to The Morning Ride with our buddy, Stephenville's Coma King, Jody Lee. Hell yeah, baby.
It's the Morning Ride. Live from the Rockstar Ranch and Texas Homegrown Studios, it's the Morning Ride.
Hey, I'm Corey Kent, and you're on The Morning Ride with the one and only Jody Lee.
Who?
Hey everybody, I'm Terry McBride here on The Morning Ride.
Name sounds familiar, doesn't it?
All right, welcome back in. It is The Morning Ride here on Texas Homegrown Radio. Oh, yeah. Live from the Rockstar Ranch and Texas Homegrown Studios. Get into it. I feel better. I got my cap on now. I had to go get my lid. Something wasn't right. I heard. Special guest in studio. He's here, folks. The one and only Stephen Morgan in the house.
That's right.
Yeah. Come on.
Glad to have you, brother. He's actually here to record, a full production single today.
Heck yeah. Can't wait to get that on the air.
Telling you, though.
So I'm talking about. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, likewise, man.
It's been a while, been a minute. One of the most fun things I think we did last year is when we got to go play in Lukenbach with old Stephen Morgan. That was a lot of fun. So,
we're about to do it again.
Hey, pull that mic up a little closer for him.
I think you say we get to go do it again.
Man, I'm pumped about that. That was a lot of fun last year.
There we go.
It was hot too. It was hot, but it was a blast.
Man, I'll tell you what. Who was it that was sound checking down there?
That was Pat Green and Corey Morrow.
That's right. I remember though. We started at one point jamming along to him.
Yeah,
that was fun.
that was the hard part, but it was so much fun. I mean,
it's gonna be hot again too.
We had a lot of people from Stephenville show up that just randomly showed up. Sproul, John Haggard was there.
That's right.
So,
that's cool.
We had to done all right to get an invite back.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. It's hard to get in there. A lot of people want to go play in Lukenbach.
Yes, sir.
Truth.
You know what I like about it? It's because everybody's somebody in Lukenbach.
I know that's right.
I mean, I've really worked hard my whole life to not be famous, and so far it's worked out pretty well. I feel like I've accomplished what I was going after. But everybody's somebody in Lukenbach.
That's true.
At least for a day.
That's very true. There's no denying it.
And Stephen hadn't slowed down, man. You've been playing gigs all over and doing all kinds of stuff. And
trying to stay busy, man.
Doing it full time now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Trying to figure it out.
That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Well, I love your tunes, man.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate that.
Jeb and I have always been fans of your songwriting. And
I appreciate that, guys.
And because like when you sing, I feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
true.
I've heard great singers before that I thought they don't even believe what they're singing. You know what I mean? Like, you just know, like, they're just vocal people.
Just vocalists.
They're just, like, it's like they're thinking of something else while they're singing the song. Like, they're thinking of, did I need to get milk and eggs at the grocery store? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? And then there's those people that sing and you're like, dang, they're in pain. Or, man, I feel like what they're singing, that was me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? There's a difference. That's why there's singers and there's singers.
Yeah.
And I want to throw that out there because it's National Grammar Day. Grammar.
Is it? What
Yeah,
is
it's
that?
National Grammar Day. It's National Sunday, which my mom has not told me Happy Sunday yet.
My folks ain't said no.
Or yesterday. She didn't tell me Happy Sunday yesterday. There's one every week, and I don't get a present. No
Same,
phone call.
bro.
Like
Same.
nothing. And but today's National Sunday. It's National Grammar Day. Hug a GI Day. What was the other one? Pound Cake Day. Marching Band Day.
Yeah.
This is a
I feel
special
like-
day then.
No, it's every day. There's like at least 5
Yeah.
national holidays
Yeah.
every day.
Oh yeah.
At
I
least
think they
5.
just make
Well, we
stuff
need
up
a
now.
Texas Homegrown Radio Day.
Right?
I think that should be every day.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. I'll help you celebrate it.
At least Homegrown Day.
Yeah.
And you can celebrate how you want.
I like where you went with
I
that.
told I get the funniest remarks because on my plates on my truck, it says homegrown, and I get the funniest things, man, from different places.
This is homegrown.
Yeah,
man.
because people take it different. Like
How much
it
for a
depends on
20 sack?
it depends on what you what you do with your life. People take it different,
Yeah.
True.
Like I pulled up at the Alsops, and this dude, I came out and he was just sitting there. He's like, "Hey man, dig it." I'm like, "Dig what?" And he goes, "Homegrown, man, homegrown." He's like yelling, "Homegrown!" And there's like this dude, the cop over there, Dublin police, filling up his, cruiser, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Come get me pulled over." And he's yelling, I'm pulling out, and he's still going, "Homegrown, yeah."
Keep it down, buddy.
Yeah, and then I had another one time. My old lady, she was like, "Oh, I love homegrown tomatoes." She just makes this whole big thing, and then I can't get the song out of my head from
Homegrown tomatoes.
Yeah. You never know; it's different for everybody.
That's fun.
But my whole deal with the station was homegrown talent. Like,
Yeah.
like we'll you can steal all of the musicians you want, and take them to Nashville. We'll make more. Like Bluebell ice cream. Oh man! So what else is new with you besides just gigging all over the place and
man.
recording new music?
Not much, dude. There ain't a whole lot of time for other things when you trying to be involved in that. Y'all know how that goes.
Yeah, I hear that. Oh, Robert Boyd says, "Howdy, Stephen."
Howdy, Robert. How's it going?
He'll be playing you over in the club once we
right.
get that recorded.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Where's he at?
Over there in
Brownwood.
Brownwood, Texas. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
cool deal. Well, you want to kick things off and play a tune for us?
Let me play one for y'all.
Get y'all loosened
Some
up
of these
now.
there's some of these nerves out of me.
It's just us.
Yeah, I know it.
What you gonna do for us here?
I'm gonna do one we're gonna record today.
Yes, sir.
That
Oh, cool.
way I can get a little practice in my belt. It's been a while since I played this one too. But this one's called "Rather Be Lonely." I wrote this one when I was going through it, man. My grandma used to say, "You'd rather live in a house with a leaking roof than the wrong person," and that always stuck with me. And I've
nice.
done a pretty good job of picking the wrong people. So
Hey, I'm right there with you.
I wrote this one. It's called "Rather Be
It's
Lonely."
called song material.
Yeah.
Song fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go through some stuff before you can write some good tunes about
I
it.
think we got to be miserable sons of bitches the rest of our lives just to write a couple good songs.
Yes.
What I was seeing a deal the other day on TikTok. He said, "Well, what does it take to be a musician?" Well, you got to have a miserable life and have a mental illness of some sort.
It
I
has
was like-
multiple personalities up too.
Yeah.
That's why I used to tell people all the time. I said, really, for DJs and musicians, the most terrible people make the best songwriters and DJs.
Come from a pretty dark spot, buddy.
I hired a lady one time with Compulsive Liar. Everybody knew it. They're like, she laughs about everything. I'm like, I know she's great on the radio. She can tell the same story 5 times and it's different every time. All right. It's all you now, man. Sorry.
You're good. Starting to think that you don't really know me, and all of your lies that label you phony. You never really loved me, and that's what you show me. I'm starting to think that I'd rather be lonely. Will you build me up just to break me down? You fill me up just to watch me drown. I never thought love could end so coldly. I'm starting to think that I'd rather be lonely. Yeah. Well, maybe someday it'll work itself out. I'll put it on the list of the shit I doubt. I ain't going back to the place I've been. I'm sick of playing games that I can't win. Well, will you build me up just to break me down? You fill me up just to watch me drown. I never thought love could end so coldly. I'm starting to think that I'd rather be lonely.
All right, Stephen Morgan right there. That's good stuff.
That is.
Is that your radio debut? Have you done other radio interviews, or am I your first?
That's the first one.
That's awesome. You never forget your first. Hey, good morning, Miss Beverly Gosden Jenkins.
Top to iron and tweez.
Good morning, y'all. Robert said, yeah, Boots and Spurs. That's the name of the place. I was trying to think of that over in Brownwood.
Oh, yeah.
Boots
I went in there
Spurs.
and dropped a business card
There you
off.
I thought it was hats and wallets.
No, Boots and Spurs.
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
That's all you need.
Oh, yeah. I just talked to that man the other day. Hello, Robert.
Just Boots and Spurs. You know, some places say
Spurs and
no
boots.
shirt, no shoes, no service.
Yeah, all you got.
You just need boots and spurs.
Yeah, that's a cool
Chaps
spot,
are
man.
optional. You know, just don't wear them backwards.
Round party, wear 'em backwards.
Don't squat with your spurs on. There you go.
There's a 100-pound sack of flour make a big biscuit.
Yeah, does. What was the other one? Sunny Day says. He says, 100-pound sack of flour make a big. There's another one he does too, but I don't remember what it is.
Where's he been?
I don't know. I hadn't talked to him in a while. It's probably my fault. He's probably mad because I hadn't been here. But
Maybe so.
yeah,
Tended them.
there was another one he says, but now I can't think of it. I always told him I was going to make a song out of all the weird sayings, like you know, what I mean, like like those old timers say, you know, like they never would answer. Like my grandpa was that way. He never would answer a question with yes or no. You know what I mean?
Does Dolly Parton sleep on her back?
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, I remember asking my grandpa, you know, I'd always go, well, can I do this? And I go, I don't know, can you? You know, like he never would just say yes or no. It was always something.
Always something went along with it. Yeah, I like the sayings in your song too. You know, rather be lonely gets stuck in my head. You know, that was one of the ones when I first met you at the open mic that we were doing over there at Red Barrel Bar and Grill.
What is this lonely you speak of? Maybe it's because I have so many voices in my head. I'm never really alone.
Well, it just, you know, the premise of that song's great. You know? I mean, because you'd rather be if this is what I got to put up with, I'd rather be lonely.
Yeah, that's a better
know?
option.
Been
there.
I like it. It's a turning point song. You know what I mean? Like, it means something. I like songs that mean something. But I remember the first time that we were hanging out was because you were coming out to that open mic deal.
Yeah.
Yep. That was a good time over there.
Yeah, we did have some fun.
That's right.
You ain't gonna find one like that again.
I've done it for so many years though, like different places, and it seems like when people, everybody wants to do it, and it's like a huge deal, and you do it for about a year, and then no one shows up anymore. So I'm like, take a break. And then everybody's like, what? Why don't you do it anymore? Like, that was so great. And I'm like, just you quit showing up. You got to keep coming. And so then I'd wait a little bit and I'd go to another venue and start it up again. And it'd be a huge thing and take off and everybody's happy. And then people quit showing up. And I'll take a break.
It's like the McRib.
But it's kind of good because by then I needed a break because that's a lot of work facilitating all that and doing all that. Oh, yeah,
man.
But it's so crazy now to think about, like when I first did it, I started it at City Limits back in the day. and it blew up too big. Like, it was awesome at first. We did it in the Agave, you know, on the small stage. And I mean, like, I had acoustically, I had like Corey Morrow and Pat Green and Tommy Alverson. And what I did was we'd do an open mic before, and then we'd have the headliner, you know. But sometimes it got to where there were so many talented people in the crowd that they played with. Like, so I remember when Corey Morrow came, he didn't have a lead guitar with him. It was just him. But he saw that Josh Sherrado and Six Market was sitting in the crowd, because my open mic was like nuts. It was like Mike Ryan and Six Market and all them when they're starting out, you know. So like Serato was up there playing with Corey Morrow, and this is right when Six Market was taking off.
Yeah.
So like it's just crazy to think about, like, the guys that were like the newbies then. I've done it for so long. Now they're like the big guys, you know.
Yeah.
Like Mike Ryan and William Clark Green was there all the time because he lived in Eastland.
Rubbing shoulders with
Yeah,
some of the
bugging
greats.
me all the time to play, and I'm like,
Yeah,
chill out, Will.
I can't tell you what
You know.
that open mic over there did.
Yeah.
Y'all helped me out a lot, break out of my little shell, and
It's
teach me
a
some
great
things.
place to practice and to get to know some people, and you never know who you're playing with. I mean, like, they all blew up at the same time, but I think it's because they helped each other too.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were hanging out a lot and playing a lot, and you know, had Dolly Shine was there all the time, and Kylie Ray Harris. Like, they all lived here, so it just became like the hangout place. It's
Right.
nuts to think about. And then one day I'm like, remember that time Stephen Morgan was like playing her open mic? Man, it's like crazy. Remember when
That's how
he
it
had,
happens,
remember
you know?
when he had text me back? Remember?
Now he's too cool for us.
Yeah. And they all told me the same thing. I won't forget you, Jody. And then I'm like, hey, buddy. And they're like, who are you?
Yeah. That I don't want to be like that, man.
It's okay.
I remember. The
I'll make
guys-
more.
I remember the guys who up on me.
I always tell them all the same thing. I'm like, it's all right. You better remember me on your way up, because I'll see you on the way back down.
Yeah, no doubt.
And it's happened. Jeb just reminded me it's been almost 30 years I've been in radio.
Yeah.
So
What's been given to us can
Dang.
be taken away just as
30 years.
Yep.
That's a long time.
That's getting with it, bro.
That's probably longer than you've been alive.
I'm 33.
Pretty close. You were 3 when I started in radio.
You stuck with it, man. I've never been able to stick with it, but
It's not on purpose. It's because it's a disease. Music is a disease, and you can go get other jobs, but that disease
It's
is in
more of
you.
a syndrome.
No, it's a disease.
It's more of a syndrome.
It's a disease. There's no cure. Pfizer can't do nothing for it.
I don't know about the disease. I think it's more of a
disease.
trait. It's a trait. Not everybody has it. It's a trait.
It's a degenerate disease.
But some people only get it for a little while. You know, some
got
of us
no
are
cure.
lifers. You know, some of us know.
It's a disease, and it got no cure.
When I was in high school, by the time I got there, I knew
Need
for
more
sure.
cowbell.
You started in high school?
Well,
You knew
I
probably
started
when you were
before-
born.
I started before high school.
I bet you kicked your mom and beat. She's like, oh my God, he's really kicking. And is that a double pedal? What?
No, and she told me she took me to AC/DC concert when I was in the womb, and I was kicking along.
Right on time, too, huh?
I don't know about that, but you know, I started when I was about 14 playing live, you know, and one of my first gigs was opening up for Pine Top Perkins down in Austin, Texas.
Ah, Pine Top.
Yep, just before he died.
Pine Top Perkins. That's such a good name.
It is.
But
But
I had a cool name.
I knew I was going to be a lifer. You know, I've gone from drums to bass to guitar and worked my way up to singing and stuff.
And
over the
making,
years.
he even made instruments for me that don't exist, but I have it.
What is that?
Bullet casings.
He made me a bullet popper.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I found it. It's in my truck.
Nice.
Thought I lost it. I was devastated.
I made it out
Before
of,
our last show we played together. I thought I lost it, and I was devastated.
You know what I did? I took that sucker and I took 2 bullet casings, and then I flared the ends of both of them and stuck them together.
And then put a hole in it, and you got to put your thumb up. It's a whole thing.
One's
It's
a
whole
38
thing.
special casing, and the other one's a 30-06. You know?
It's a whole thing.
Creative.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Creative in many
Yeah,
ways,
he
my
just makes
friend.
up instruments all the time.
I was gonna say though,
And in recording, he'll make up something like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Oh, I took a chain, and I took a this, and I took a light bulb, and then I put this in the thing." And I'm like, "What?" Crazy.
but you're a lifer, I think. You
Yeah,
know,
dude, I love
you're a lifer. I'm a lifer. Not everybody is though. Some people, you know, when I was in high school, I dropped out because I knew that I was just going to be a musician for the rest of my life, and it was going to be like, well, I've learned everything I needed to know here. You know, I mean, that was it. I was like, okay. Plus, I was in a lot of trouble at home, and they're like, yeah, we gotta go for a little while, you know.
I've been there, brother.
I was messing up. I was leaving in the middle of the night and stuff.
Look
like,
how good you turned out. It'll make a great behind the music video thing.
Yeah.
But
like Spinal Tap.
When you're a lifer, you know, you get ready to freaking live hard. It ain't easy.
Yeah, that ain't no doubt. I'm learning that quick, fellas.
You gotta learn the art of adjustment. You have to adjust all the time, right?
It's like Keith Whitley said, hard living ain't easy for me.
But how else would you get songs, right?
That's where they come from. That's why I said the worst people write the best songs.
You gotta,
live life. I had a young guy ask me one time. He goes, "How come you write so many songs?" I'm like, "I have lived a lot of life. But I don't need any more bad experiences. I got plenty saved up that I can go back in the vault."
It don't have to be all bad things. You know, it's also the good
it's a good
stuff.
thing too.
Yeah, I resonate with the bad.
Right? They're easier to write.
Yes. I got more of that than I got the other way.
Miss Beverly says, "Music business is a curse or a blessing." Yep, it could be both.
It is.
It's both.
It's a fact.
It's bipolar business.
Talking about being a lifer, man. I recently sold my life's work of gaining welding tools and everything to that was tough to let go. You know what I mean? But that's keeping the faith right there, and just
you got to jump in.
You got it though, man. You know, you really do. And I've seen you live, and I've jammed with you so many times now that like you really got it with the crowd, man. I've stood back in the back of the crowd and watched people, and they gravitate towards you, man. That's a great thing about you is when you're on that stage, people they want to listen to what you have to say, you know, and that's something you have or you don't, you know.
Beverly's glad my head's not naked now. I didn't have a cap on first thing this morning, and it just didn't feel right.
Yeah,
I gotta have something on my head.
Buddy. We don't leave the house.
I felt like I was topless.
I need a lid. Yeah,
I was topless. I used to wear the hats that didn't have a top in it and let my hair fall out, but then they started making them, so they're not cool anymore because I made mine like years ago.
There's one
I have them hanging on the wall.
There.
Yeah, Rusty Weir signed one of them in there.
That's too cool.
I auctioned off a bunch of them. I should have kept, you know, but at all the festivals I wore these hats because I had my hat knocked off. This guy stepped on it and it crushed the top of my hat, and it was just a palm leaf, so I just cut it out and my hair flopped over. Well, it became a thing. Well, now they sell them. They stole my idea.
Nobody gave you your percentage.
I swear I was the first one. Now they make them that way. Yeah. Now on the beaches you see people wear them at festivals.
Yeah.
They even have them with fake hair for bald guys.
I seen a guy the other day wearing one, but he had it upside down too. So like, the top was cut off and it was upside down like this.
It probably didn't come with instructions. And then everybody wants to give you
$2.
And then everybody wants to give you the jokes. You know, they're like, "Hey man, you know part of your hat's missing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got it half off." Come on, try me. Come on, try me. Try me. I love bullies, man. When they come at me with stuff. I had a guy one time, he said something, and I did a quick remark back, and I'm like, "Do it again." He goes, "What?" I said, "Say something mean again." He goes, "No." And I'm like, "Come on. You ain't got nothing else?" Like, "I'm ready.
I got this."
And he's like, "No, it's no fun if you're like, want me to do it." Exactly. And I'm like, "Come on, man. I've been practicing my whole life for this. I got comebacks for days. Do it again." So I started bullying him. It was like a Todd Snyder song.
They don't ever like it when you get to bullying.
Is this thing working? Is this thing on?
Yeah, and if you ever get if you're ever about to get jumped by a bunch of people, what you do?
Start hitting yourself.
You just be like, "Hey, yeah, get him!" Start beating the hell out of yourself.
Fall on the ground.
All them bikers will be like, "What?"
All you gotta do is stop, drop, and roll. Like I told you,
it
works for everything.
Is nobody can whip my tail like I can, so get after it. You know what I mean?
Take an Alka-Seltzer, fall down, roll around. No one will want to touch you. I promise. Used to, you could get naked and it would work, but not anymore. Now people are too weird. They'd be like, "Hey,
things are getting strange up in here.
They're getting weird up in there."
I definitely figured out when you
Alka-Seltzer.
got a group of people, you're not going to win for sure. Like, you're definitely not going to win. Like, I tried it. It doesn't work.
I'm telling you, carry an Alka-Seltzer in your pocket. There's so many random diseases that pop up every day that the government invents. Yeah, if you start foaming out the mouth and drop it on the ground, they're like, "Zombie attack." Even the toughest guys are like, something's wrong with that guy.
He's on his deathbed anyway, you know?
Yeah. Start going.
Stick your fists in your armpits.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you'd like to find out more about Jody Lee's self-defense program, check us out. Some restrictions may apply. A fist to the face may happen. There's always a chance.
The occasional fist in
Yeah,
the face.
there's a
maybe.
chance.
You can
Yeah. Killer bees also a way to go. Use the Chris Farley defense. This could be huge. I should come up with this,
like it.
self-defense for crazy people. Yeah. It might be as big as my dancing video, instructional video I had back in the day, like teaching white guys how to dance.
Hey man, there's
You know,
there's a
like
market for it.
rolling the extension cord. Like I think you could take roadies and just get you could do a musical one and get roadies, things that roadies do, but it also teaches you how to dance, like rolling the cables, you know.
In a good rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll the cable. And then you got the old lawnmower.
Yeah. Catching the falling mic stand.
Grabbing the mics.
Mic check. Mic check.
I think we're on to something.
Tuning the guitar.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
We could take old roadies and teach white guys how to dance.
I love it. send that all day.
How about the mic check?
Yeah. The mic check's a good one. Pushing the speakers. Pushing the
buddy.
speakers. Pushing the speakers. Pushing the gearbox.
Put it on the stand.
Oh man, it's crazy. All right, let's do another song, then we'll take a little break.
All right, then.
Get to Steve Morgan. Now he's loosened up.
There you go. Which one you gonna play for, Steve?
Well, I think I might do it either way.
Good stuff.
I wrote this when I was also going through it. I went through it a lot.
Is this a Caitlyn Jenner song?
Yeah. Nowhere close to where I need to be. Too many traffic lights for me to speed. I guess I ought to slow it down. Either way. And all the self-infliction and the self-abuse, I've been drinking too much. But your excuse, I guess I never made a damn. Either way. But don't call me when shit gets bad. Call me when you're feeling sad. And don't call me when you're all alone. I hope you know that I wish you well. Even though you told me go to hell, I guess it never really mattered. Either way. There ain't no sense in holding on. I drink you away. The bottle's gone. I guess I'm pretty messed up. Either way. And all the self-reflection and the self-abuse, I'm drinking too much. But your excuse, I guess I never made a damn. Either way. But don't call me when shit gets bad. Call me when you're feeling sad. And don't call me when you're all alone. I hope you know that I wish you well. Even though you told me go to hell, I guess it never really mattered. Either way.
That's good stuff right there.
All right, Stephen Morgan right here, live on the
Thank
morning
y'all for
ride.
having me this morning.
Heck
fellas.
yeah, man.
You know what's fun about that song too is, whenever you play that live, there's a lot of people that sing that part with you. Don't call me. I've seen a lot of people sing that part along with you, man. That's huge.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. It sticks in your head.
It does. Catchy.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna be doing that all day.
I need to tell those telemarketers that don't call me.
Yeah,
That's partially who that's for.
That's awesome. Hey, stick around. We got more coming your way. Another hour of the morning ride coming up.
That's right.
You can find all the links to watch and listen at TexasHomegrownRadio.com. So stick around.
Get into it.